Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I am Jason, your host. I'm going to talk about what is an uncomfortable subject matter to a lot of people. So, trigger warnings. I'm going to say a saying right at the top. We all start our life in diapers, and we all end our life in diapers. There's no getting away from it. Now, the thing is this. I went through a very traumatic event a month and a bit ago. I haven't talked about it because I wasn't doing videos at the time. But let me set the scene for you. Actually, no. Let's go back to the basics. In 2018, I had bowel cancer and they removed quite a large percentage of my intestines and that. And one of the things that can happen is you have less control over pooping, less control over peeing. That is a known thing. At the same time, I was on medication that actually damaged my ability to hold my peeing. So I had the double whammy. And also, diabetes can also cause you to need to go to the toilet more often. So, this event almost stopped me going out on the Quingo. It did stop me going out for 2 weeks. It was a PTSD event. It was a trauma event. It was a horrible situation to go through. And it took me a while to get back on Quingo and leave the house. The reason I talk about this isn't because I'm special, isn't because to say, oh, look at me, look at what I've dealt with. This isn't trauma dumping. I'm talking about this because nobody talks about this, because this affects a lot of people and for different reasons. And I want people to know that they're not alone. We've all dealt with things like norovirus and the absolute hilarity that can bring you basically stuff coming out of you from both ends, and your house can be turned into a toilet. We've all dealt with that. So it's kind of silly that we still see it as a taboo subject. Okay, so let's set the stage. I had to go out on the Quingo and I had to go to a place I'd never been. Part of Stoke-on-Trent I had never visited. I didn't know how long I'd be out. I didn't know the road conditions or anything. I didn't know anywhere where there was a bathroom or any of that. So I'm going out to a solicitor to sign the final document. I've got an appointment so that the money can transfer and I can buy all the stuff. This was important. I had to do it. I wasn't feeling bad when I left home. I didn't have a bad stomach or anything like that. 1 hour into the journey, I got the worst case of diarrhea I've ever had in my life. So picture this. I was on the Quingo. And I knew I was fucking desperate to go. I was so desperate. But most shops these days won't let you use their bathrooms. Most places just, because of legality and because of drug use and that, they basically closed off a lot of the bathrooms in places. So I was on the Quingo and I couldn't wait. There was nothing I could do. And over the course of about an hour, I had 5 accidents. It was horrible. And remember, this was before I got to the solicitors. I had to go to solicitors and sign a form. The absolute shame I felt. I thought everybody could smell me. I thought everybody could see what I'd done. It took me like 2 weeks to leave the house on the Quingo. Little dog, you want another one? There we are. That's your last one. You don't get another one of those. And so, what's the options? I could wear an adult diaper when I leave the house, but I don't want to have to do that. Very demeaning. It shouldn't be demeaning, but it is. It hits your confidence. It hits you who you are. So, something arrived today which will help. First of all, there's this. Now, this isn't an official government thing, but it's from Blue Badge Co. It says, not all disabilities are visible. Please think before you judge. And on the back, this is something that you can hand over in shops and that, and says, please help the owner of this card to access your facilities. They have a medical condition and need to use the toilet urgently. Thank you for your kindness and understanding. So there's that you can take, but sometimes you won't be there. Like, what about if I had been caught short while I was up at Fenton Park or something like that? Well, that's where this comes in. It's called a radar key. Now, in the UK, and I think in other countries in that, there's toilets pretty much everywhere. And these toilets are locked so that they don't get damaged, so that they don't get trashed, so that they're usable when they're needed. And you can get yourself one of these keys. This key will work on any of those toilets. I can basically go to any place in the UK, and there's an app that you get to show you where the toilets are. You put in your postcode, where you are at the time, and it will show you all the radar toilets that you can get to. This is a great help for anybody who could be caught short, who has issues, who needs to use a bathroom. So that's part of what because I want to go further on the Quingo. The Quingo can go I can do a 3-hour, 4-hour journey on the Quingo. The end system would handle it easily. The only reason I don't is because I have limitations on my bowels and my bladder. Having this and being able to go nearly every park and city and town has lots of these toilets and that. So no matter where I went in Stoke-on-Trent, there would be somewhere I could, if I got caught short, so that would take away a level of stress. So if you need one of these, all you have to do is go to the website bluebadgecompany.co.uk, or you pay basically what it costs to make it. It's £4 or something for one of these, so that you can keep with you, and a couple of these to give out to people if you're in trouble, or something like £2-3 on top. Not a lot of money at all. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because nobody talks about it, because it should not be a taboo subject. It's a crap situation that everybody deals with at some point in time in their life. So this is Jason for the Quiver channel. I hope you're having a good day.